I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video we'll have a closer look at the Anypad Launchpad. I participated in the IDOs and I will tell you how much I earned. First of all, nothing in this video is financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Let's have a look at Anypad. So they have on their main site the first decentralized multi-chain IDO Launchpad and multi-chain AMM DEX. So they support multi-chain launches. So from, let's say, a Matic to Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum chain, they have the options available to launch different projects, which obviously is nice. This is a launchpad that suits the smaller investors as well. So if you have or are looking for a smaller allocation option, Anypad might be something for you to consider. I got to Anypad when I was looking for private sales opportunities. So they have a full white paper, which we'll go over. It is audited by Certic. They have a launchpad. They have a game as well. And they just launched yesterday their NFT marketplace. So I will discuss the launchpad, the game, the marketplace, and obviously we'll go over the white paper. So it has the Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Huobi, Matic, and KuCoin chains. So not Ethereum, as I said, but these different 5 ones as a multi-chain supported blockchain on their platform. The IDOs are very important. They have their own incubator and they have a multi-chain AMM DEX. They have 2 different options. So here we go into the details. We have a public sale option where you do not need to hold the AnyPad tokens. There is no whitelist requirement and it works on an overflow methodology, meaning they raise, let's say, $100,000 for a project. If they raise $500,000, you get back 4/5 of your investment and they keep 1/5 as your allocation. That doesn't happen too often, the public sales. They are more focused on private sales on which you need to hold 10,000 AnyPad tokens. There is a whitelist requirement, so you need to actively fill out a Google form saying you're interested in participating, and they have an allocation methodology depending on how much tokens you hold. Let's have a look at how much one AnyPad token is right now. Currently, that is 6.5 cents. There was just a recent Bitcoin dip, but a day and a half ago, that was about 10 cents. So now is actually a good opportunity to get involved. And over the last year, we have seen a stable price of 3.5 cents. As the market, especially the IDOs, have been pumping, the coin has also gone up linearly. For me, fortunately, I got in, I think this the 1st or the 2nd of November. So I bought for 3.5 cents and I've already made more than 100% ROI on just holding the coin. Obviously, I hold the max allocation for the IDOs possible, which is 100,000 AnyPad, which is about $6,500 at the moment, which I purchased for $3,500. So already a $3,500 gain on just holding the Anypad token, which is obviously great. We'll look at the allocation real quick, which is obviously important. So there's a public pool, a private pool, and a bounty pool. I've never seen the bounty pools, but I have seen the public pools and the private pools. I will show you that later in this video when we go inside the platform. So they have an allocation system, how it works, what you need. So it basically works with winning tickets, right? They refer to themselves as Panda. I don't know why, but it comes back a lot in their Telegram channel. So you have the infant Panda, you hold 10,000 and it's lottery based. Then you have 25, 50, 75K and 100K. So I have 100K, which means that I get 5 winning tickets. Let's say a winning ticket is guaranteed allocation. It is worth $10 allocation, then 5 winning tickets is $50 allocation. Right, that's basically how it works. This, however, still needs to be updated since the release of the NFT marketplace at the top. So there were, which we can look at in a second, there were some NFTs there which you could buy, limited edition. If you hold these NFTs for future IDOs, you get multipliers on your allocation. So I participated in the Soul Chicks IDO on Anypad today. Although I'm a big private investor, I invested $30,000 into the Solchik project. I had a $315 allocation on Anypad as well, which obviously I contributed. But I was supposed to get, I think, 140, but because I hold the NFTs, I get additional winning tickets for having my NFTs. And because I have 2 exclusive NFTs, I get a multiplier on that as well. So obviously, if you're early with that, that makes sense. So there's our Overflow methodology explained here, and then the uniqueness. They have a cool roadmap, the technologies that they use, and their partners. 2 main founders, which I would say have done extremely well so far using this platform and what they have done. I'm very happy with the experience, the launches that I've participated in, the opportunities that I could find. Let's have a look at the NFT platform because it's quite new. You know, there's not that much to see yet, but there were uCloud and Wealth NFTs, which I think I can show you. Right, so it's all really new still. So I have one uCloud one, which is this one, which is basically dancing with music, and it just gives you some perks, right? And I think they are going for 4 BNB, right? And I minted mine for 2 BNB, so that's quite nice. And the other one is a Wealth one. And I think they will come with more limited edition BNBs depending on the launches coming up on the platform. So this one is also quite cool. Anypad Wealth was also 2 BNB, and the minimum price right now 29 BNB. Obviously, I don't know anybody who would buy that, but they have substantial benefits if you hold these NFTs. So their marketplace is quite new. They just launched it, like I said, 24 hours ago. However, they are multi-chain, so do expect lots of big things from this NFT marketplace. That's the reason why I invested 4 BNB into acquiring these 2 limited edition NFTs, right? Not because I like that so much, but more opportunities, right? So the Star Strike game is something I've never played. All I know is that you can stake your Anypad here. I'm just holding mine in my wallet, but you can stake it here and you can get these airplane NFTs by staking your Anypad, right? So amount to stake, I have 100,000, but you get basically Star Strike earnings, and you get an egg, and the egg hatches into limited edition NFTs, which I assume then you can sell on the marketplace. So I might have to look into this, see how that works, because either if I hold it in my wallet, then it's worth nothing, right? And if I can get free NFTs, I will hold Anypad for the long term. I've been extremely satisfied with what they've been doing. So let's have a look at the Launchpad. So the Star Trek game, quite simple. Stake your Anypad, get NFTs. Otherwise, for the allocation to be able, you just need to hold the Anypad token. You don't have to stake it or whatever, lock it, nothing like that. Right, let's have a look at the Launchpad. So the allocation is quite simple, and the price at the moment is quite cheap. It will potentially go up again once Bitcoin recovers. It just today has been quite a dip, obviously. Right, as you can see, minus 30%. It was doing really well, but the entire market is down today. Doesn't mean anything for the project itself. So they have launched quite some projects, which we will look at in a second, right? The public ones, which anybody can participate in, have been the Killbox, Pacific, Scotty Beam, Anomalia, 5ire, Resource Finance, and there's one coming up, which is DHR, or actually these are private. So these are all the private pools. Mine is still on private. Because I was like, these are not public, because I participated in these. I participated in Anomalia, which was my first one, and definitely my favorite one, because I got quite a high allocation there, 500 USD, and this was just holding 100,000 Anypad. I participated in 5ire as well, 5-year, whatever you want to call it, 625 USD allocation. So definitely you can imagine the allocations here are big, because I'm only holding $5,000-ish worth of Anypad, right? At the time, it was 3,500 I was holding, and I got a $500 allocation. But these are private sales, right? These are not IDOs. So because they're private sales, it takes quite a long time. So I participated in this one 3 weeks ago, and it's going to do an IDO in about 3 weeks from now. So you need to wait 4 to 12 weeks for the project to do an IDO and go live thereafter, right? These are private rounds. That's why they're cheap, higher allocations, but you need to wait longer. These are not your regular IDOs. I skipped the resource finance because the vesting was way too long, right? And now they have a new one coming up, which I haven't seen. I'm not in the whitelist, but the whitelist is not open yet. If it's interesting for me, we'll have a look, right? So definitely the vesting for me is most important to be able to see. Well, it looks cool. HR, human relationship. So it's for HR purposes. It's like an app. I'm always interested in that. But I specifically want to know about the vesting. So what we do is we take like DHR, and that's usually what I do. I go to Telegram, I open this, I go to Anypad, which is right here. I type in this, I type in DHR and then vesting to see if somebody already asked that question. No. So then I'll just do DHR, I type enter. Okay, how to whitelist, wait for the announcement. When was this? This was today. So they have no information about the vesting, nothing like that yet. There's literally 3 minutes ago somebody asked that question. So we can't see what the vesting is just yet. It's yet to be announced. The allocation is also not there because I'm not in the whitelist. We will see at a later point. But it's looking good. I'm interested in participating here. Or maybe we can even see it on their white paper. I'm just going to show you guys because this is basically what I'm doing if I see something like this, right? So we look at the tokenomics, token distribution. Okay, so these are the percentages, not the release. IFO, IDO information. So they are going to launch on these platforms. So we are in the private sale. Alrighty. What should be on it? Here. Advisor, team, liquidity, token sales to each round. So they talk about vesting, but only for the team and the advisors. So if the advisors get 3 months TGE, then I assume all of it will be 3 months TGE, right? So I'm not going to spend too much time on it right now, but 3 months TGE, which basically means that it's worth it for me with high allocation to definitely participate in this. That's usually what I look at, how long I need to wait to get my tokens, what the vesting looks like. When we go further inside the Launchpad, so these were the private pools. We also have the public pools, which basically is the one that SaltChicks is running right now. We had Welt before, YTC, Resource, GSSD Finance, and the SaltChicks is running right now. As I said, I had a $315 allocation, which I already allocated, and we need to wait until the countdown runs out. And you can see it's moving quite steadily. So there's usually nothing like a first come first serve round on this platform. It usually just sends out well, and it will reach 99.99%, and then you can no longer invest, right, or participate. As you can see, the difference between the private rounds is quite easy. You can also change the blockchain. So let's say you would change to Polygon, you will see different platforms. I also participated in this one with $295. And then the projects do quite well. So that's what I can say. Specifically, the bigger projects, right? The public sale ones, yeah, of course, SaltChicks is going to be great. Hopefully, 6th of December it goes live. But what I know is Anomalia. I have a separate video on my channel about it, and definitely I'm super excited for that one. 5-year or 5-year, whatever it's called, is definitely a big project as well. But these need more time to get launched. When you look at something like Scotty Beam, that has launched already, it has done really well. I know that the Killbox is a video game. It's a game by actually the same guys from Anypad, the same owners. And what you have to take into consideration with a platform like Anypad is that they're not IDOs every single week, right? They might launch 1 a week, sometimes twice a week, and then not for 2 or 3 weeks. That's just because it's a smaller platform, it's less competitive, but therefore in return you get a lot higher allocation. So my experience so far with Anypad has been great. I'm super excited. I'm very happy with what they have delivered, especially with the continuation of the NFT marketplace and all the other allocation methodology mechanics, right? Because we can all say that the big launchpads obviously ask for a lot of money. You need to stake this money usually for quite some time. It's either lottery only, it's small allocations, and these guys on their communities have been really transparent. They communicate well. The money is definitely there, which is obviously nice, and at the moment you would have a really good entry opportunity to participate in these IDOs, right? I can already say that in my opinion, or as a fact, I have made the most money holding the Anypad token, as usually happens with these smaller launchpads, because I still have to receive initial return on my bigger investment. Animalia, 5aya, and obviously Solchix. The Fab Welt already went live. It did like a 3x, so it's not too amazing, but it was my first Matic IDO on Anypad, and a 3x is still 3x, you know, with 50% TGE, can't complain, that's easy money. So overall, I'm super satisfied with Anypad. You can check it out if you're looking for something with lower barrier of entry, still large allocations. Do make sure to check it out if you're interested in that, because very soon, I foresee in the next 4 to 8 weeks, that platform will be very, very crowded. They have a cool NFT game. They are opening their own NFT marketplace with limited edition perks. And the coin is still really, really cheap for the massive allocations that you get. So if you're interested in IDOs, make sure to check it out. Feel free to like this video. I would really appreciate that if you enjoyed this content. You might want to subscribe to the channel, get recent updates on all the videos that I publish. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.